Hey guys, so imagine taking your 1-year-old child to the store, a routine trip, one that should have ended with both of you coming back home. Instead, it ended with flashing lights, police tape, and a family planning a funeral. On June 14th, 2026, 1-year-old Kohen Wiley was fatally shot during a police response outside a Walmart in Sanatobia, Mississippi. Within hours, outrage spread across the country. Police said an officer fired after a vehicle drove towards law enforcement. Cohen's family says that is not what happened. An independent investigation is underway. Protests have filled the streets, and one question continues to divide the public. How did a 1-year-old lose his life during the response to an alleged shoplifting call? Tonight, we're breaking down everything we know so far, from the official timeline to the family's account, while separating confirmed facts from allegations that investigators are still working on. Before we begin, I do want to remind everyone that this case involves the death of a child. Please, please, please keep the comments respectful towards everyone affected while remembering that this investigation is still ongoing. If you're new here, I'm Tiffany, and this is True Crime with Tiff, where we cover true crime cases with a focus on facts, timelines, and developments as they happen. Let's get into it. Kohen Wiley had just celebrated his first birthday. Family members described him as a happy little boy with a bright smile who brought joy to everyone around him. Following his death, his mother spoke publicly, saying she watched him take both his first breath and tragically his last. Family members have repeatedly described him as the center of their world. No matter where someone stands on the circumstances surrounding this case, nearly everyone agrees on one thing. A 1-year-old child is dead. That should not be. And that's why this case has received so much national attention. According to authorities, everything began with what appeared to be a relatively normal call. Police were dispatched to the Walmart in Sanatobia after receiving a report of suspected shoplifting involving diapers. Investigators say officers from the Sanatobia Police Department and the Tate County Sheriff's Office responded to the scene. What happened next has become the central issue in this investigation. Authorities say officers encountered 2 adults and a child getting into a vehicle. Police say they attempted to stop the vehicle. According to the Mississippi Department of Public Safety, the vehicle then moved in the direction of the officers. Police officer fired. The shots struck the vehicle. Inside that vehicle was 1-year-old Kohen Wiley. He was fatally wounded. Another adult inside the car was also tragically injured. Now, almost immediately, Cohen's family challenged the official version of events. Through civil rights attorney Ben Crump, they argued that the shooting should have never happened. The family has called for the immediate release of body camera footage, dash camera footage, surveillance video, and all evidence connected to the incident. They argue the transparency is the only way for the public to understand exactly what occurred. The family has also commissioned an independent autopsy and has said they believe the available evidence is inconsistent with the official account. Those claims have not been confirmed by the state investigation, which remains ongoing. Cases involving officer-involved shootings already receive intense public attention, but this case involved a 1-year-old baby. That fact alone sparked immediate national coverage. People across Mississippi and eventually across the whole country began asking how a response to an alleged shoplifting report could end with the death of a baby. Within days, demonstrations began. Community members gathered outside City Hall and later outside the Walmart where the shooting had occurred. Many carried signs reading "Justice for Kohen." Others demanded the release of police video and accountability if wrongdoing had occurred. As public pressure grew, city officials announced that the officer involved had been placed on administrative leave while the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation conducts its investigation. Importantly, administrative leave is a standard step in many officer-involved shootings, and it is not by itself a finding of wrongdoing. The officer's identity had not been publicly released at that stage of the investigation. Investigators are still working to answer several key questions, including exactly where officers were positioned, the vehicle's direction and speed, whether deadly force met the legal standard under the circumstances, what body camera and surveillance footage show, and whether additional evidence supports or contradicts witness statements. Those answers could significantly affect how this case moves forward. As heartbreaking as this case is, it's also important not to jump ahead of the evidence. Right now, there are official statements, there are claims made by the family, and there is an active investigation that has not yet reached final conclusions. As more evidence is released, we'll continue following every major development here on True Crime with Tiff. If you found this timeline helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss part 2, where we'll be diving into the protests, the family's legal battle, the independent autopsy, and the latest investigation updates as authorities continue examining what happened that day. We'll catch you next time.